Hello and welcome everyone. I am playing Warframe. I have a friend joining me today. So I'm going to do some different rounds in the game. So I've been playing this game for about 2 weeks now. And this is Excalibur, the Warframe that I started with. It's now max ranked. So I should be getting a new... So my friend's going to join me a little bit later. I just fully ranked him. So it's about time I should get a new frame. I actually just got a Warframe, which I'll be testing out eventually too. Also testing out some new weapons. And understanding how this game works. So this is Warframe. As you can tell, I really like blue. So I have him all set up. Haven't used him quite yet, but I'll probably try him out a little bit later. I was using the MK1 Paris, which is a bow. Now I'm using the Bratton. It's not a very good gun, but I'm just testing out different styles of shooting for the primary gun to see how they work.
I will attempt to bypass
I maxed out my gun, which was the Lotto. Now I'm using the Lex, which is supposed to work a bit better. So I'm trying that one out. And the Skana, which was the melee weapon I was using, that was maxed out too. So now I'm using the dual ether swords. Again, they're not the best swords, but we're working on finding different things. And now I have also a companion. This is Taxon. He's a type of sentinel. He also has a weapon called Artax, which is kind of like a freeze ray or ice ray gun. I'm working on getting a Kubro or Kubrau, however you pronounce it. I'm working on collecting the parts though for that. Let's see if we can try a mission. So this one also I just recently was able to get is an arc wing. An arc wing allows you to fly in space and you have three-dimensional movement. The first round I didn't do so well. The second mission went a little bit better. I'm still getting used to it, but to give you a sense of what that one looks like since you haven't seen it yet on my channel, we'll see if we can do this. See if anyone wants to join in. Alright, I'm going to start the mission. If someone wants to join in later, they can. I thought that opening scene was always pretty cool.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
So I forgot the exact name of the arc wing that I'm using, but it's the one that comes after a certain mission that you accomplish. You have a gun that you can use, and you can also use a circle. So it kind of auto hones in to your target, which is kind of cool. Makes it a little bit easier to function. So, this is how I've died the first time. I died so many times because I couldn't figure out where the projectile was coming from. There's King Huss, 314 helping me out. He joined in. So this particular mission is external, so you have to know the amount of enemies, as you see in the right hand side. This type of mission for the Archwing I think is a lot easier. Oh, we just got another person joining in. Since they are attacking you, but you don't have to protect something, you just find the enemies and kill them. I'm sure as time goes on though, they're probably gonna get a lot harder. So we killed all the enemies, now we have to go to the extraction point, which is that little green symbol over there.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
So just to explain the screen, just in case you've never seen Warframe, you might have seen the screen while I was playing it the first time. So up on the left-hand corner, we'll show you your primary weapon. The next one is your secondary weapon, and the third slot is your melee weapon. So those are the particular weapons that you use when you're doing the Arcwing that I have. Item rewards are on the left, so things that you receive after completing your mission. Mod rewards that you can enhance your Warframe as well as your weapons. And the stats that you have. Alright, so let's try another mission. So my goal is all these blinky lights means these are things that you haven't done yet. Oh, looks like he's ready. So I still have to receive the parts. So these are my quests. I still have to receive parts for that, so I'm working on that. These are special missions that you can
Do you remember the old war, operator?
do, and you get special
Order
rewards for
seems
them.
to have misplaced those memories.
And then you have void fissures that you can get certain things. Alright, what kind of mission do you want to do? My friend doesn't have a microphone, so he has to type it out. So we're going to see how he responds and go from there. But while he's typing, all these blinky lights are quests or missions that I have not done yet. And these particular ones that say junction allow you to go to other planets or moons or stars, that type of thing. I believe they're all planets. I'm not too good with astronomy. I don't have any particular quests that I'm on right now other than Howl of the Kubro or Kubrau. I have the incubator blueprint, but I don't have all the parts necessary for it. So I guess if we can go to a place that has those, that's fine. I'm still trying to get at least 2 argon crystals so I can start working on one of the weapons that I want to have. Yeah, if we can get some argon crystal, that would be great. The reason why I'm asking for argon crystal is because there's a certain weapon that I want to make. I'll see if I can show it up on the screen. So the weapon is called the Atarax. It's, if you can read the description, it's a multi-bladed whip. So it's a whipping type weapon that also has blades around that circular area. And I have almost all the parts except for 2 argon crystals. Alright, so I'm just going to follow you, I'm guessing. Looks like we got another person joining us too, which is pretty cool. I'm sure most of these players are a lot better than I am.
You aren't the first ones here. I'm detecting multiple enemy signatures, and they're all under the control of the tower. Eliminate the threat.
full team of 4 people. So I'm just gonna follow my
The
friends since I
tower's
have
neural
no
sentry
idea where
has
I'm
turned
going.
these soldiers into mindless attack drones. You need to take them out.
One person left and another person joined. As you can tell, I definitely prefer melee attack. I like sometimes better to use your guns and whatnot. Moving until my shield goes back up.
Is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Alright, my friend wants to show you something. Let me just catch up to where are you? There you are. So he is able to make a different version of himself. And has some pretty cool tricks that it can do. I am not high enough level yet, or I haven't done the quest yet to be able to do this. But I'm very excited to be able to have a character like that. Hi, I-chan. you for joining in. Hey, do you by any chance know how to scan? Because I have yet to figure that out. I believe I do have a scanner. Which is what I put in the box. And I died. That's nice. I have a codec scanner, does that count? And thank you for healing me. Sure. You can fire a laser type of beam out of his chest. Very cool. So your color scheme is red and blue, kind of like Spider-Man. Were you inspired by Spider-Man for these colors, or they're just your favorite colors for your Warframe? Very true, there's black. fun. It looks like there's fireworks in here. Let's take a look. Gun. I'm still trying to understand what guns are good and which ones are not. Alright, I'm just going to take a look at the other image. So I know people who are watching this broadcast, you can't always see what I'm looking at other than what's on the game. So it just showed me every day you get, just like you saw in mine, I got the mutagen samples, which is kind of blah, but that's only because I've been playing for a short period of time. But as you play longer and longer for a certain amount of days, you start getting better stuff. You got a really cool gun, so he wanted to show it to
were
me.
you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
Did you get any argon crystals? I didn't get any. Alright, sounds good. Alright, let's see. This one I haven't, there's one that I haven't done. I've done almost every single one on Mars besides the 2 junctions. So the only one I haven't done yet is Wahiba, which is a survival mission infestation. Do you want me to start the mission without you and you'll join in? I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. Since I haven't gotten a response back, he might be doing something right now. Let's see if any of my other friends are on. And Keith is here. I'm doing another live stream, so I just made another new friend who's also in this squad, so he's joining me too. All right, well, I guess we can start, and then maybe he'll join in a little bit later. All right. Let's see if Jalu wakes up. So you guys might remember Tai Chi Boy 187 from my first video, my first live stream. He's a friend of mine.
Distract the infested while a lone Tenno operative hunts for
So I guess
supplies.
he is awake.
Set off the alarms to start. A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound. The first life support capsule has arrived. Activate it when your supply is low. Look for personal life support modules dropped by fallen enemies. Life support on the way. Life support has arrived.
You just need to survive, and there is a lack of life support. So you have these containers that look like this. This one's not activated yet, to allow you to stay alive. I guess you can kind of consider it kind of like oxygen in a way. And when it's active, it provides about 30%. But if you also kill a certain amount of creatures, certain creatures will have small containers of life support. So that also helps too.
Get ready for a
Let's
capsule.
see how many rounds we can last.
I've delivered another life support capsule. Life support incoming. Another life support capsule is now available. When you are ready, go to extraction. Our operative is making progress. This will help our cause. Spore saturation is nearing critical mass. After that point, no amount of life support will save you. Life support activated. Prepare for life support. I've delivered another life support capsule.
Anyone have a particular mission they want to work on? I personally have no preference right now. I don't really have anything to do. I'd like to get some argon crystals, if possible, but other than that, I am up for anything. I'm gonna look up this. I look at the image on my phone, that way I'm not turning off the screen. Ah, comma.
Everything in orders,
The hut.
operator?
Well, it's more of like a
Is
site,
that
I guess.
pun?
That's pretty cool.
I will attempt to bypass this fault.
We can do a void fissure if anyone wants.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. You found the fissure. Look out for reactant. Use that reactant to open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them. Target located. Bring them in. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno. it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Sure, I'll have a mod go faster. What will that allow me to do?
Play Warframe.
Anyone have a preference on what mission we should do next?
remember the old war, Operator? Ordis seems to
I
have
see.
misplaced those memories.
Which mod is it? I'll have to look out for that one. So this is a relay, which allows you to trade, buy, sell, type of stuff. Okay, I have no idea where the guy went. Where did he go?
The wait is over, Tenno. Baron Keetir has arrived.
This game is definitely pretty. Jalu, where are you? No. I'm not sure what exactly I'm supposed to do in the relay. Okay, Jelly. Alright. Well, now I'll call you Jelly. which one is better out of what? Oh, let me take a look. That looks pretty cool. And let's see. So right now Jelly's showing me two different weapons. One is called Simulor. It creates a miniature gravitational singularities that can be used for scientific study or self-defense. Or his other one is a heliocore. And it says, obtain enlightenment with this massive hammer that performs a codex scan on each fatal strike. Scan requires an equipped codex scanner and an available charge. I mean, they both look pretty cool. Obviously, one is a primary, one is a melee weapon. They both have very similar, like, shiny look to them. So I guess it's just a matter of which weapon you need more of, a melee weapon or a primary weapon, but they both look really cool. I know that doesn't really help you much on making a decision. Never mind. I'll accept it, Jelly. I said I don't know how I'm gonna do with that, but I'll try. I'll have to stay close to you. I've never done an aquatic one before. That's pretty cool.
This is a mobile defense mission.
So in case anyone's
You must
wondering,
deliver
I am doing
payloads
a
and
live
defend
stream
a
right
number
now
of
on
locations while I
YouTube
break into the
of
network.
Warframe.
Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you. Keep going. Nobody knows you're here. We have got to find a terminal. Proceed and prepare. Location reached.
I'll do it.
Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
And I'm already bleeding out. Thanks for getting me, son.
Still working on it. Continue to defend. Terminal hacked. Keep moving. Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend. We are finished here. Move on.
That was fun. Well, just goes to show you if you go into a mission and you're not equipped correctly and not high enough in level, what can happen. Well, thankfully you get usually 4 revives each mission, so I'm going to use one of those.
I'm detecting a large security force heading your way. It's the Grenier. Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend. Odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
For those of you who are watching right now, this, as I mentioned, is the weapon that I want to make. I have almost every part except for the argon crystals. And then Ash is the next Warframe I would like to use. I have Frost Prime, which I'm definitely going to use because I got it for free. In a way, it was more because I am an Amazon Prime member, and they had a deal on Twitch where if you sign up for Twitch Prime, which is pretty much Amazon Prime with Twitch associated with it, then you would get a free Frost Prime. But I like, even though Ash is not really rated as good as some of the other Warframes, I still think it's quite interesting to use. It'll be nice to one day get Ash Prime, which is the better version of that. And I have a couple of other types of weapons. I already have those. Didn't know I was already going to get a blueprint. I don't know if I bought them or not.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a
I might build them
pun?
already from another blueprint, but either
I will
way.
attempt to bypass this vault.
And I also need an argon crystal. Can't talk today. Argon crystal for my incubator power core, so I can actually grow a Kubrau, if that's how you pronounce it. So I can't do that either yet. Some other parts. Here is one of the things I got. So it's Paris Prime blueprint. So I already have the Mark 1 Paris, so this is a better version. Again, anything that says Prime is usually a better version of the current weapon. And this is what I just recently got, a plasma sword. It looks pretty cool. Advanced blade that delivers high damage attacks, delivers a high percentage of critical strikes. Now, just because it says that, all the descriptions make it sound really cool, of course. If it's actually good, I have no idea. Still trying to understand everything. But I definitely need to... I'm used to how Excalibur works, but I really should level up Frost Prime now that I have him. Another Warframe that I can use. And the only reason why I'm holding off on these is because I really want to get this weapon. And supposedly it's really good once you understand like how it works and everything. There are other weapons, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what other weapons were considered really good. I believe, was it the Galantine? Maybe it was the Galantine. This is the weapon my friend was showing me. So this is the massive hammer that he was showing. All these weapons have some interesting. They did a good job designing all these things because they all look, different. You can go Wolverine on on people. It's pretty cool. I like the look of this. I mean, it's a bit intense. If it wasn't fire-based, I would... I'm not sure if I could change the fire, but I'm not going to just get it just so I can, be stuck with it if I can't change the fire, but I'll look it up eventually. But I definitely think this sword and shield combination is nice. And sword and shield weaponry is kind of cool in general to use. For those of you who don't know, I do study martial arts. I currently study martial arts. I currently study karate since I was 6. So it's been over 20 years. Probably 24? 24? Yeah, 24 years. And then for weapons, I started that when I was, I think 11, 12, maybe? I can't remember. Or no, maybe 10. I don't know. Around that age, pre-teen age. But yeah. So I know how to use a bow. Obviously it doesn't look like that. It just looks like it's just made of wood. But I know how to use a bow. Nunchaku. Or nunchucks. I know how to use a katana, though I'm not as proficient in that, since it only took maybe about a year and a half worth of Iaido, which is Japanese swordsmanship geared towards forms or katas. I guess this would be considered, well, it is a tonfa, or tunfa, as my style pronounces it. Obviously, it's not a bladed tunfa. And what other weapons am I thinking? Oh, they don't have them on here, but a Sai, so like Raphael, the Ninja Turtles weapon. I know how to use that. What else? We just got another, not just got, maybe about 2 years ago, we're using a new weapon that's called an Ik. It's spelled E-A-K-U, which is basically an Okinawan, or since they weren't able to use bladed weapons, or they couldn't get a hold of bladed weapons, it wasn't as common, so that's why I can use in real life. Obviously, you can't take real weapons out and use them then. Alright, I'm going to be ending this relatively soon. I'm just going to upgrade some of my weapons that I have here. Now, there's so much kind of like meta in here of what are the best builds and whatnot, so I'm still learning. Necros Prime. I think I might have seen Necros Prime.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you. Ha ha.
Is that one that you plan on getting, or? That's pretty cool. So for people who could see my screen right now, this is the regular Necros. I can't show you Necros Prime because I don't have access to it right now. But it's similar to him. So his abilities are based off of dark powers. And then if I click on him, you can kind of see his abilities. He has something called Soul Punch, Terrify, Desecrate, and Shadow of the Dead. And then each Warframe usually has a passive ability. And then Prime Warframes are usually kind of like a souped up version of their regular counterpart. But that's cool, Jelly, that you almost have all the parts available. I'm going to be logging off in a bit. My husband just got home with the baby, so gotta go take care of the little one in a little. But we definitely have to team up again sometime. And one more thing, everyone, before I turn this off. I'm going to show you, so I told you I wanted to get Ash, and this eventually is a skin that I want to get for him. It's called Ash by Who, I guess that's how you pronounce it. It's a Tennogen skin. It's cosmetic, it doesn't give you any special advantages. It's made by Hitsu-san. See you later, Jelly. What I really like about this frame, it definitely reminds me of like the kabuki mask that you see in Japan. You can say it looks like a devil because of the horns. I really like the look of it. And because Ash is based off of a ninja, I definitely would like to have Ash. Now, a lot of people prefer Loki, which I'll show you guys in a minute. and a lot of people believe Loki is a better character, or Warframe rather. Probably is, but I just like the abilities of Ash a little bit better. But who knows, down the line I might play Loki and try him out, and then I might like him better too. But as for right now, just from reading everything, it sounds he's a little bit more up my alley. So this is just another skin for Ash. The regular version. Oh, nope. Here we go. Looks like this. Kind of ugly. And even the other skins that you could possibly get for him are kind of ugly too. Excalibur actually doesn't look that bad. Of course, I have it in blue to suit me, because I like blue. But just the face on Ash is kind of ugly. Some of these look really good. Oh, you have Ash? You're very lucky. I've been wanting to get Ash. But I have almost all the parts, but there's like 2 more parts that I'm missing. And then I still need to get like all the blueprints and everything. So I'm just going to go through, and you guys can take a quick look at all the different Warframes that are available right now to me. There's still, again, all the Prime variants of some of the suits. I don't have access to those yet. But again, the designs and the features for these Warframes are pretty cool. That is a good question. Let me look it up and see. But even then, I still need the blueprints for those parts. I don't have the neuroptics, the systems, or the chassis. But let me look up the exact names of the parts. That would be good. Let me just double check and see what parts am I missing. I think it was 2.
Tenno, there's a time-limited mission alert available. Check navigation.
Because I know most of the Ash components drop from Manix, supposedly. I'm not able to get to those areas myself just yet because of where I am. I'm trying to find the names of the parts that I'm missing. Let me see. I don't remember how I did it last time. I was able to look up what parts I was missing. Because I have the Morphix, I have the Ferrite, I have the Rubido. I have the control module, I have more Morphix. What's that picture of? I have plastids. What is that? Oh, salvage. I have salvage. So I have all the parts for the systems. I just need the blueprint for systems. I have all the parts for chassis. Just need the blueprint for that. And for the neuroptics, I have the alloy plates. And I have polymer bundles, and I had the Rubido, but there's, what symbol is this? I just have an image. I'm trying to figure out what this particular item is. Then it's just one thing I'm missing, I think, then. No. Actually, I think I might need more plastids, actually. Yeah, because it says I need 500, and I only have 170. So plastids, and then... what is that symbol? Well, until I figure out the symbol, I guess we can, if you're available to help me with Mannix, that would be great. Do you know where I go for that, Jelly? It looks like I need plastids. I have some, but not enough. I have 170, and I need 500. And there's still one more item that I need, but I can't tell what exactly it is. It's part of the neuroptics for it, but I still need the blueprints for all three parts, the neuroptics, the chassis, and the systems. So I guess I could probably do one more run before I go. I can't do a screenshot because I don't know how to even show you what the item is. Because in the foundry, it just shows the... because I don't have the blueprints for the neuroptic systems or chassis. I only have the blueprint for Ash himself. So I can't click on it to show you anything. But as far as I know, there's the plastids, I need more of those, an Orokin cell, and one more item. I'm going to keep figuring out what it is, but either way, I still need the blueprints for those, and I know they come from Mannix, but I can't access them at what level I'm in, because I haven't gotten further enough in the game. So I could probably do one more run with you before I finish for today, to get some of the blueprints, if you can help me with that. Supposedly Mannix, or M-A-N-I-C-S, supposedly that's where you get the blueprints for Ash. I'm not sure how if you use blueprints for Ash or not, but like for the parts like the chassis, the systems, and the neuroptics. But I don't have the blueprints for those items. I only have the blueprint for Ash himself. So I need the blueprints for those three parts, and in those three parts, then you need the parts that build that whole thing. So I have almost all the items for the neuroptics, the chassis, and the systems, but I don't have the blueprints for those three individualized parts. So I guess if I get the blueprints, then I can tell you what that last item is that I don't have, plus the Orokin cell and some more plastids. I've read that, let me see, that Mannix usually drop Let me see. I've seen Uranus. Or Uranus. Sometimes Phobos has them. But manic enemies are the only enemies usually that will drop component blueprints. And a lot of people say it's kind of hard to wait for a manic. Yeah, I watched it, I believe. I'm trying to see if I can look it up real quick. I believe we can go to Saturn, or Uranus. On Saturn, it has to be Grenier faction missions. But if you do, like on Saturn, there's Thetis, Thetys. Those sometimes drop Ash Warframe blueprint parts, as well as on Uranus, Titania level, Tile, Rhaegar. It has to be Grenier faction, though, that we're fighting to be able to get that. Alright, and this is going to be my last run for the day, and then I gotta go. Well, my goal is usually to be on, or playing the game for an hour or two, maybe 3, depending on what kind of day it is, every Saturday. So if you want to join me, you definitely can. I'd love to play with you again. And for anyone who's watching, I try to do this live stream every Saturday, whether it be Warframe or another type of game. Left shoulder, back, and head. Good to know.
The VIP that we're hunting is here. Find them and take them out. General Sargus Ruck has become a problem for our artifact recovery efforts. Several of our dig sites in this sector have been attacked and annexed by Ruck and his fleet. Take Ruck out. They spotted you. Alarms have been reset. Eliminating Ruck will allow us to regain control of the system. Heads up, a Grenier assault team is headed your way.
flesh is within that warframe. I will crush it. I will fill my lungs with your death.
Ruck is nearby. Be warned that he is a formidable adversary with an almost inhuman hatred for all that is not Premier.
Will be your legacy.
Target acquired. Take them down.
You, Kendall. You fight for treasure. You are just another corpus machine to me.
This guy is
Are you just mercenaries fighting for scraps?
oh my god.
Where is this so-called Kendall honor?
That is a lot. Oh no.
Nice work taking down the
Oh,
VIP.
we're both
Now
down.
get to extraction. Doors are locked. Time to break in. Override complete. Move on. Alarms reset. Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Well, I got the plastids. I got Ember, Neuroptics, Blueprint. Well, it said Ember and Ash is possible. Well, either way, that was good. I got some plastids to add to it, and I got an Orokin cell, which was what I needed as well. Alright, well, I gotta go, Jelly. But it was nice playing with you. I definitely want to play with you again. Thank you for all the help you gave me. And thank you everyone else for watching. I'll be playing every Saturday, hopefully, unless I say otherwise. If you want to know when I'm going to be broadcasting, I usually post it up on my Facebook page and on YouTube. Talk to you guys soon.